This segment of Delmarva Life is brought to you by Sussex County Federal Credit Union.
Well, you may be waiting to get your tax refund, or you may be wondering what to do with it.
Sussex County Federal Credit Union is here with a few ideas to help you maximize that money instead of wasting it. And joining us today are Cherie Coleman, Vice President of Marketing, and Debbie Jewell, Business Development Manager.
Yes.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Now, ladies, most of us here have been there. We get that, refund check back, and it burns a hole in our pocket.
Exactly. Everyone almost already has their tax refund planned to be spent before they ever receive it. And last year, the average tax refund was about $2,900.
Wow.
So what we encourage families to do is to plan to separate that tax refund into two parts. Take 75% and plan on investing that in your savings, and the other 25% indulge with what you had planned for. Maybe you need a new TV in the family room, or you want to take a vacation. With the 75% that you're going to save, you can do a few things with that. Invest in a CD. You can open up an IRA account. Put some money in an emergency savings account. That way, when you need that money in the future, it's there. So for example, if you take 75% of $2,900, it's $2,100. So if you would put this, maybe you want to plan for your child's education in the future. You kind of want to set up a savings plan for your child. Invest that $2,100 in a high yield savings account that pays maybe 1.97%.
Like our kids club.
Like our kids club, that's right.
That's good.
And over the term of 5 years, you'll have over $1,100.
Wow.
11,000.
Or 11,000, yes, sorry, Cherie, thank you.
Okay.
So you'll have over $11,000 in 5 years. So if you start this when your child's young, then in the next 5, 10, 15 years, you will have the money that you need for their college. And on the reverse end of that, if you wanted to pay down some debt, you could take 75% of the $2,900, which is your $2,100, apply that to a credit card. So the average household credit card balance is around $10,000. And it takes, if you just paid the minimum payment, it would take you over 5 years to pay that off.
Yeah.
If you apply the $2,100, you can have that paid off in 3 years, and you'll save yourself over $3,300 in interest. And again, you still have the 25% set aside to indulge on yourself or invest in a savings account.
Now, we've heard you guys use the phrase before, pay yourself first.
Yes.
What exactly do you mean by that?
Well, by paying yourself first, what you want to do is make sure that, like Deb said, you're always separating. Don't indulge in the 100% of your refund. Indulge 25% and put the other 75% to useful spending. Also, what you want to do is make sure that when you pay yourself first, you always want to make sure that you're utilizing the most, getting the most out of your money. So for instance, with your withholdings that you have, at most of us, when you fill out a W-4 when you're employed, you take a certain number of deductions. If that number of deductions is too high or too low, you're probably going to get a lot of money back at the end of the year. Not what you want to do. You don't want Uncle Sam to utilize your money. You want to utilize your money. So for a lot of us who are banking on that big check as our savings plan, you really shouldn't. You should be paying yourself every week or every month when you get paid, keeping that money for yourself instead of giving it to Uncle Sam, because you can use that to pay down your debt, like Deb was saying, or increase your savings.
How about that?
So let's not, we can put it to better use than Uncle Sam can.
Yes.
That's right.
I'm sure all of us can have vehicles for doing that, and the credit unions can help.
Right.
Now, when we, if we do get a lot of money back from our return, should we adjust our withholding on our forms?
You should, because like we said, you don't want to use that as your savings plan. You want to make sure you're earning interest on your money all through the year. So if you get a substantial amount of money back at the end of the year, what I would suggest is go to irs.gov. And there is a withholding calculator. It'll ask you a couple questions about how much money you earn, what your taxes were last year, and by that it will give you an estimated calculation of whether or not you are withholding too much or too little.
So it gives you
can
a guide.
Adjust it. Yeah. So next year you're not in that same boat, and you can get more pay in your paycheck.
Ah, like
How about
that.
that? Well, that sounds like an awesome thing. Now, first, thank you so much for coming in.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
We're not done with you yet, though.
No.
By the way, just in case you would like more information on Sussex County Federal Credit Union, including tips on how to manage your money, go to delmarvalife.com and click on the Show tab.
But we're not finished with you just yet. We've been talking about our first family, the family the credit union will guide on how to reduce debt, build savings, and help improve their financial well-being. We'll introduce that family in just a little bit.
Yeah, very excited to introduce them to the world.
Looking forward. Up next on Delmarva Life, want to get away for your wedding? A destination wedding may be just what you're looking for. And Koki Travel Plus is here to help you plan.
Delmarva Life, 5 minutes best, here on Delmarva.